The restaurants of Rome are just as wonderful as the ancient historic sites of this great city. For some people, the food is even more important. In this program, we're going to experience 3 excellent places to eat. Cantina e Cucina near Piazza Navona, Macaroni near the Pantheon, and Restaurant 34 near Piazza de Spagna and the Spanish Steps. But each of them is not located right at those touristic landmarks, but instead on little side streets nearby, where you're more likely to get an authentic restaurant with some locals among the customers. Tell me the name of the restaurant?
Cantina and Cucina.
Cantina and Cucina. And what kind of food?
Roman food, the best you can try.
Yeah? Like,
Thank
for
you.
example, what?
Carbonara, matriciana, tonarello cheese and pepper, the artichoke, the fried artichoke. It's amazing.
And you're open all day?
All day, all
Italia!
Hey, there we go. Uno.
all day, all year,
All night.
from
All the time.
7 in the morning to midnight. Wow! Every day.
Oh, perfecto. And your name? What's
Paola.
Paola.
Nice to meet you guys.
Okay, Paola. The party begins out on the street even before you set foot inside the restaurant. The manager comes out and starts pouring Prosecco, bubbly wine, free for everybody who's waiting to get into the restaurant. The place is so popular and they don't take reservations, so in the evening there's usually a short line, maybe 10 minutes, waiting to get inside.
Okay?
You're a busy restaurant, no?
Yeah, busy, very
Busy place,
Best food in Italy, mate.
best food in Italy.
But come to Australia, it's even better, mate.
Danny.
Oh,
Danny, come
okay,
on.
okay, Marco.
Come on, Danny.
I got it. Okay. The friendly staff really sets the fun and casual feeling of the restaurant, and they provide very efficient service. The historic atmosphere of brick walls and vaulted ceilings was a perfect setting for our group meal, and the food began arriving quickly. So many foods to choose from. Homemade pastas of carbonara, ravioli, amatriciana, lasagna, and lots of different salads, or you can get a pizza. And meats like saltimbocca, meatballs, beef entrecote, or sliced chicken. How about bruschetta or grilled vegetables? And then save a little room for dessert. Have fun with getting spoiled by so many choices that will satisfy your palate. And you can wash it all down with the excellent variety from the cellar wine collection or cocktails prepared by the bartender. This meal was a special occasion for my group from Hawaii because we had just completed a long trip starting in Barcelona and traveling through the south of France and all the way down through the Italian Riviera to Rome. Nearly 3 weeks traveling by train and walking around and seeing so many wonderful sights in the towns of Europe. We have many videos about those places you can find in our collection, including Avignon, Nice, Arles, Cinque Terre, and a lot more. We enjoyed many great meals on that trip, and this was one of the best. The special atmosphere of Cantina e Cucina turned this into a grand finale of our Europe tour. If you show up for dinner and there's a line waiting to get in, it would be well worth it to join the line, wait around a little bit, have some Prosecco maybe, and then get into the restaurant for a super meal. Or if you come earlier in the day, you'll find it can be quite empty, especially if you're here at 11 o'clock in the morning. They're open, they're serving lunch. Or a little bit later in the afternoon, it starts to get busy, but not really packed until the evening dinner hour. They're located on Via del Governor Vecchio, which is one of the great streets in Rome for dining, whether it's outdoors at a terrace table or indoors at one of these many restaurants, shopping, taking a stroll on the cobble lane, and doing some people watching. Just one of my favorite streets of Europe. From the Cantina, we're walking a few blocks beyond the Pantheon to restaurant Macaroni, and then we'll finish up at restaurant 34. This street leading to our restaurant has many touristic outdoor restaurants that you might want to avoid, even though a host will try and lure you in. Instead, keep walking a few minutes, then go around the corner and into this magical world of Piazza della Copelle, a small, quiet space off the beaten track with several excellent restaurants. The pasta is fresh, sometimes a little spicy, and so are the waiters.
Hi, my name is Luciano. This is Maccheroni restaurant, the best in Rome. And the best pasta we have are amatriciana, riccia, carbonara, cacio e pepe, and fettuccine with black truffle.
No, melanzane, eggplant alla parmigiana.
Some dishes get their final preparation for you right at the table. The restaurant is quite large with several rooms on the main floor, all of that outdoor seating, and there's a lower level with historic brick arches. With tables spread out enough, you don't feel crowded. There's that fettuccine with black truffles, and they keep the sauce rather plain to bring out the flavor of the truffle. The restaurant has an open kitchen so that it's easy to watch the chefs doing their magic inside, and you'll notice some interesting things about the way the pasta is prepared, perhaps a little different than the way you do things at home. So let's observe and pick up a few professional cooking tips. Pour lots of olive oil. The main technique is to saute the pasta in the sauce in a skillet over the flame and keep it moving. Stir it up and flip it around. When you're boiling the pasta, you do not want to completely cook it because you'll be finishing it off in the skillet so that it comes out al dente, nice and firm. By sauteing the pasta together with the sauce over the heat, the elements combine with each other and enrich the flavor. And you're not just stirring, it's more of a two-fisted athletic operation where you're really shaking it up, beating those flavors together. The timing is important, orchestrated by the maestro chef, lays out the hot pasta, the waiters come over and put final touches on and get ready to deliver it straight to the table with express service. If you're sitting near the kitchen, it only takes 1 minute from frying pan to table. This traditional cooking procedure is quite a bit different than what many people at home might be doing when they make spaghetti, in which they boil the noodle, prepare the sauce in a different pan, put the spaghetti on a plate, and then just pour the sauce on top of the spaghetti. That's pretty normal in many households, but it's not the way it's done in the Italian kitchen. It seems like every dish in a quality restaurant is a work of art that you can look at, smell, and then devour with gusto, especially at a restaurant like Macaroni. Now we've walked another kilometer over to the neighborhood known as Spagna, famous for the nearby Spanish Steps. There are many restaurants here, but some of them are just mediocre places for tourists, where you'll see waiters out front so eager for customers they're trying to wave you in. But still, this is a wonderful neighborhood for strolling, and we're on one of my favorite streets, the Via della Croce. At night, after a light rain has stopped, the cobblestones are glistening in the light. Truly a wonderful experience to stroll along these streets. And just around the corner on Via Mario de Fiori, we reach Restaurant 34, a traditional, authentic ristorante. I've eaten here many times, going back decades, and it's always been a wonderful meal.
Welcome to the restaurant. It is Ristorante 34. It's one of the oldest restaurants in Rome. It's a very typical Italian food, very good food, traditional food. We use very good ingredients. It's a beautiful restaurant in the heart of Rome. We are here from 1968. I am third generation, and it's my family, so my grandmother, my uncle, me and my brother. We serve many dishes of the tradition of the city of Rome, so lamb, tripe, carbonara, matriciana, many plates of our tradition, and we serve too many dish of Italian tradition. So from the north, from the south, we have many different choices.
Fresh pasta.
Fresh pasta, always.
A lot of fresh pasta.
We have very good list of wine, of course. All Italian wines from the north, to the south.
And the house wine is very good.
House wine is good.
Not expensive.
No, not expensive. It's very good to be house wine, of course. We are always here, from morning till night.
The staff takes a personal interest in how the dining room is functioning, spending time with the customers to get some feedback. In closing, let me offer two of my favorite restaurant tips. Now, this has nothing to do specifically with Restaurant 34, just in general. When you're looking to pick a restaurant to sit down in, Go inside and have a look at the tables and see, is there food on the tables? If everybody's sitting there waiting for food, then turn around and leave because the service is going to be very slow. Tip number 2, ask for the check early and often. Don't wait until you've finished your meal because then it might be hard to find the waiter. They get busy later in the evening. Just tell them when they've delivered your final dish, you want the check now, please. Prego, please. And you might have to remind them a few times. And then when they bring the check, see if you can pay it right away. And that way, when you're finished eating, you can get up and leave. You're done. Otherwise, you might be sitting around for 10 or 20 minutes waiting for that whole process to play out. At the end of a long day when you're already tired and want to get back to the hotel and go to sleep. Or maybe you want to squeeze in a little bit of last-minute late-night shopping. As we found in this leather store across the street from Restaurant 34, selling made-in-Italy items. We frequently upload new movies, so please subscribe to our channel and click that little alarm bell so you'll be notified. And if you enjoyed the movie, how about a thumbs up? And we always welcome comments down below. Or if you have questions about the destination, make note and we'll answer them. Thanks for watching.